So this is a secret way Tariq's been moving our product?
I guess so.
Monet's gonna love hearing this.
I don't think we should tell her.
Why?
If she shuts down Tariq, then we have no excuse to come back up here.
For you.
I'm serious. Don't tell her.
Drew, just go home, okay? Monet said 2 hours and she meant it. Go home.
Don't tell her, Di. Seriously.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love Power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghosts. What's next for Drew Tejada? Yes, that is the topic of discussion. You guys down below, let me know exactly what you think is next for his character, what you see happening within his storylines, and how would it all end in your opinion. Now, I'm going to break it down for you guys so that you know what I think is next for Drew and what may happen when it's all said and done when we're talking about Drew's character. Now, of course, we know in this last episode of Power Book 2 Ghosts, Drew was deciding to risk it all just to be in Ev's presence. I mean, he didn't care about what Monet said, right? And he can care less about what Diana says, but he did care that Diana was going to go back and tell Monet the truth about Tariq's app, because if she tells the truth, that could potentially mess up things at Stansfield for him, because he wants to continue to come there, to continue to be around Ev no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Now, this whole storyline between Ev and Drew is a storyline that is eventually going to blow up. It's definitely going to happen. I explained to you guys months and months ago, before this season even aired, about Drew, his description, and how his storyline and his decision making is going to yield deadly consequences. I've talked about this, so we know at the end of the day, deadly consequences, that means someone 9 times out of 10 is going to die, right? We know this is going to happen. That's what I'm predicting. Ev is putting himself in a situation where he's in the lose-lose situation, because if this gets out, of course, his teammates are going to pretty much dog him out. Ev has said that he doesn't want people knowing because they're going to judge him. It's going to be kind of harder for him to play professional basketball, and he doesn't want this to be known by everybody. But we know eventually it's going to come out, because we're talking about a TV show and we're talking about Power. Secrets always get out, and once that does get out, it's going to be bad news. Now, Ev was already hesitant. He was already pissed off once he found out that Drew was Zeke's cousin, and this is another person, Zeke, that's going to tie into this storyline, and I got a feeling it's not going to end well. It's definitely going to blow up. Now, when we're talking about Ev and we're talking about deadly consequences, I wouldn't be surprised if someone finds out and does something stupid. You know, maybe take Ev out and Drew flips the script. Now, we know based off that trailer, that mid-season trailer, we know Drew is beating down someone. And as I told you guys, based off that trailer, when you freeze it, you can tell that the person had dreads. 9 times out of 10, it's a very high chance that this person that he's beating up is Little Guap. We talked about this. I do believe it is Little Guap. Now, his reasoning for beating down Little Guap, it could be connected to, of course, Ev. Something happened. Could be connected to his brother, Kane. Or it could be connected to the GTG wanting to get back and get revenge on the Tejada's family, right? We just don't know how that's going to play out, but it's definitely something that's going to happen between Drew and Little Guap. They kind of foreshadowed it at the beginning of the season. Remember when they made Drew go handle the situation with GTG and Little Guap? And remember, Drew was cool. He was just trying to make a good decision. He wasn't all forceful on Little Guap. He's like, look, moms want you to, just chill out just for a little bit. Y'all flashing and doing entirely too much on social media. Just chill out for a little bit. That was it. Cool, calm, collected. Wasn't disrespectful or anything like that. But Little Guap got disrespectful. He thought he can do whatever he wanted, talk to Drew any way that he wanted because Kane wasn't there at first. But we know that Drew had the strap ready to lay down Little Guap if he had to. So let's not forget that Drew was ready to take him down, because that's exactly what was about to happen once Little Guap stepped up. But we know that Kane came in and kind of neutralized everything and went off, right? I think we're going to get the conclusion of Little Guap and Drew is probably going to get the best of him. Definitely going to get the best of him, in my opinion. Now, when it comes to Drew and his character, you know, yeah, he's more soft-spoken and stuff like that. He wants to do his own thing, but he has some issues within his family. It seems like he doesn't like that Kane, he doesn't want Kane knowing the truth about him and Ev. Of course, he doesn't want Zeke knowing about that because Ev doesn't want Zeke knowing about that. But why doesn't Drew want Kane knowing about his business, but he's cool with Diana, right? I'm going to tell you why. Because he knows that Kane is going to be very pissed off, and Kane is going to do something. We know that. This is the reason why Drew doesn't want him to know. Now, it's no secret that Drew is gay, but apparently it's a secret to some people that Drew has a relationship with Zeke's roommate, Ev, or teammate, Ev. That's going to be an issue, trust me. And at the end of the day, Drew, he's going to have to make a decision. He's going to have to make a big decision, and that decision could yield deadly consequences for him, his family, Ev. I can see Drew getting hurt. I can see him getting hurt at the end of this. This whole Ev thing, something is definitely going to happen. Now, my problem with Drew in this last episode is this. I think he was entirely too soft in this last episode, especially when it came to Kane, of course, because regardless of what Kane did, we know he bumped and knocked down Monet, regardless if it was an accident or not. I'm a person about principles. When you got Diana being the one that's stepping up, telling Kane to stop and not you, that's a problem. You mean to tell me you want to sit back and just watch her do this? You should have been the first person that stepped up and said, you know what, Kane, come on, bruh. Let's go outside. You need to calm down. Grab him, do something. Get him up out of there. But you letting your sister do it? You know what I'm saying? Why are you acting so soft? You cannot be soft. And then when Monet gets knocked down, you just sit there and talking about, Kane, what you doing? Like, dude, really? That's what you did? I don't care if it was on accident or not. The principle is this. His mom's got hit flat out, whether it's from a stranger, family members, whoever. You are there to protect her as a man, as a child. You are there to protect your mother no matter what. But you sat back and just watched it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot do that. You're going to have to step up to the plate. I mean, this guy is so eager, so thirsty to get to Ev. I mean, he won't even protect his own moms. I mean, this dude, Drew, I mean, you see how thirsty he was to get to Ev. He was willing to break the rules. He was willing to not listen to Monet, and able for him to go and see Ev, right? Now, I wonder what would have happened if Kane would have hit Ev like that. Drew's ass would have hopped up quick, trying to fight like I don't know what. Probably would have pulled a strap out on his brother Kane if Ev was the one to get hit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way it seems like it's going for me. It seems like he got more feelings and, he's willing to protect Ev more than his own damn family. At the end of the day, Drew definitely has to step up. If anybody finds out about this whole relationship, Drew is definitely going to have to make a decision and be ready for that, because, of course, Zeke is going to be pissed off. Ev will be exposed to his teammates, and bad things is going to come his way. But at the same time, Drew has to be ready for anything. All I'm saying is this. What we can expect next for Drew is to have a major issue with Little Guap, and also have a major issue when it comes to Zeke finding out the truth about Ev messing around with him, and he's going to have to figure out a way to handle it. At the end of the day, Drew, he's going to be held at a high standard at the end of this season. And based on his decision making, it can definitely mess things up for himself, his family, and those that are very close to him. But I can't wait to see how it all plays out. I know a lot of people got different theories and opinions about Drew, his storyline. I don't really have problems with Drew. My main thing is this. Yes, he is gay. He's going to do what he wants to do. But at the end of the day, you can't be soft now. You cannot sit back and let certain things happen. You got to at least be some type of hard or have some type of hardness in you. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about being hard just around Ev, dog. You got to be hard when people are disrespecting your family. You know what I'm saying? You can't just step up to the plate and be all hard when someone is going to do something when it comes to Ev or taking away that relationship. You can't act like that only then. You have to act like that when people are doing other things to you and your family. But we're going to see how it all plays out when it comes to Drew. He's a very interesting character. At the end of the day, he will be exposed, but he has to be ready for the outcome of his exposure and what people are going to say about him when it gets out. But you guys let me know exactly what you think about this. Leave your theories, predictions, everything down below. We still have some more characters to talk about. What's next for these characters is coming soon, so stay tuned. Follow the playlist. Get yourself updated on all the latest Power Book 2 Goes news, and I will continue to bring you more Power Book 2 Goes content in the future. But let me get on out of here, man. It's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.